Hi buddies, I'm so glad to be back to explore some enchanting places with you, and I welcome you all to my channel, George the Explorer. I've chosen certain place in Mumbai suburbs without thinking or planning too much, but I'm damn sure you like them. The first place is in Khar Road, KHAR, Khar Road. Khar Road is one of the suburban areas, western suburban areas of Mumbai suburbs, lies between Bandra and Santa Cruz, okay? Or you could say Khar is an extension of Bandra, but not exactly Bandra, okay? But the place we are going to explore in Khar Road is called Khar Danda, Khar, D-I-N-D-A, Danda, okay? It's a fishing village in Khar Road that we're going to explore today, so please stay tuned. And of course, I want to show you the beautiful lanes of Khar Road before heading to this fishing village called Khar Danda. Okay, but this Khar Road is not much different from Bandra. Everything similar here. Here too you get to see beautiful tree-lined streets and residential towers and villas on both sides. Everything same here. Nothing much different. But the only thing is that in Bandra you get to see hundreds of Portuguese colonial era churches and villas that are missing here in Bandra, in Khar. Otherwise everything same, nothing different. Okay, you can see all these beautiful structures, beautiful residential towers, all this stuff. And Khar Road is also one of the poshest suburban areas of Mumbai, of course. And there's a very beautiful streets and villas and structures and residential towers. And everything so beautiful here, just like Bandra, but the only difference that Bandra you get to see hundreds of colonial era villas and churches. There are hundreds of churches date back to Portuguese and British colonial era that are missing in Khar Road. Otherwise everything is same. Okay, now we'll go to our destination. After this is one of the several intersections here, just like any other suburban areas of Mumbai. But the area is so beautiful, just like Bandra, nothing different from Bandra. It's so congested right now, so many vehicles. And this particular road is called, this particular street is called 15th Road. This one, the 15th Road, this is 15th Road, Khar. And the lanes are very beautiful, just like Bandra. And here too you get to see the omnipresent fruit seller who are found everywhere, every nook and corner of the city and suburban area. Fruit vendors are everywhere, every nook and cranny of Mumbai city and suburban areas. And this one other lane, very beautiful lane. And it's very amazing and very beautiful lanes. So the lanes, whether it is Khar Road, Santa Cruz is also one of the beautiful areas in Mumbai suburb. And this is Khar Road. It's also, all these places are, the lanes of these suburbs are very beautiful. And there this one another beautiful lane here. It's a very beautiful. Khar Road is known for its cosmopolitan vibe and is home to a diverse community. The area offers a mix of residential and commercial spaces with luxury apartments and charming old bungalows coexisting seamlessly. The locality has a reputation for being a hub of creativity with many artists, writers and musicians calling it home. And this particular structure is Khar Gymkhana, very popular Khar Gymkhana. This is Khar Gymkhana. And there are several interconnected streets and lanes here, just like any other suburban areas like Bandra, Santa Cruz and many other suburban areas. You get to see the similar interconnected lanes, beautiful lanes. This is one of the beautiful area of Mumbai suburb. And this one, coconut vendor here, everything is same. And the streets are, lanes are very beautiful and well maintained. residential towers are amazing, luxurious, and of course it's one of the expensive suburban areas. After Bandra, this is one of the expensive suburban areas of Mumbai. And Khar Road, Santa Cruz, Vile Parle. Of course, Vile Parle is also very beautiful. And Khar, Bandra, Vile Parle, and all these places are very posh localities of Mumbai suburbs. This is one of the street, 14th Road, Khar, and some road maintenance work is happening currently. That's why all these barricades. But people can go enter the lane because these are residential areas basically. It's a very beautiful street, no doubt. Now, without further ado, let's go straight to Khar Danda, the fishing village of Khar Road. Okay. And friends, now I ended one of the arterial roads here. And I have to go straight. This is here too you get to see different types of designer boutiques here. This is one of the designer boutiques here. This is a boutique. There's hundreds of boutiques, designer boutiques here, just like Bandra. And this was jewelry shop. And there are so shops and boutiques and high-end boutiques, branded. You get to see here, just like Bandra. And of course, fruit vendors, the omnipresent fruit vendors that you get to see every nook and cranny of Mumbai city and suburban area. Hundreds of fruit vendors at every corner of the streets, everywhere, whether it is Khar or Bandra or Santa Cruz or wherever you go, you get to see all these fruit vendors at every nook and corner of the city and suburbs. Khar is considered one of the posh suburbs in Mumbai. It has witnessed a remarkable transformation in real estate over the years. The real estate boom in Khar can be attributed to several factors. Its strategic location between Bandra and Santa Cruz, two bustling suburbs, has made it a prime area for residential and commercial development. The proximity to Bandra Kurla Complex, BKC, Mumbai Airport, and major transport links has further increased its appeal. We have been to several fishing villages in and around Mumbai over the past 3 months. By exploring fishing villages, we get to understand the lifestyle of fishing community, that is Koli, K-O-L-I, Koli in Mumbai. Mumbai's fishing community is called Koli. They are considered the oldest and original inhabitants of Mumbai. So we already reached Khar Danda, the fishing village called Khar Danda in Khar Road. See, you can see all these various small business establishments by fishing communities. You can see the restaurants, and these are various restaurants, small restaurants, and all these are various restaurants and eateries on both sides. And Khar Danda, starting from here, you can see the total contrast to the high-end buildings and the structures we have seen just a while ago. Here you get to see all the small settlement, shanties and slum-like areas, and very small business establishments like shops, various shops and restaurants and eateries here. And this is totally different from the place we have seen just a while ago. This is Khar Danda. See, also there's small tiny homes here at Khar Danda. And also various workshops you get to see here. And friends, Khar Danda dates back to pre-colonial times when the Kolis, a seafaring and fishing community, established themselves along Mumbai's western coastline. They lived in harmony with the natural environment, relying on fishing as their primary livelihood. The village's proximity to Arabian Sea made it an ideal location for this purpose. And one of the defining features of Khar Danda's housing is its community-based living. The Kolis value close-knit relationships, and their homes are often clustered in village-style layouts. Traditional Koli homes are constructed using locally available materials, and over time, these traditional houses, have undergone changes due to urbanization and the growing influence of Mumbai's real estate market. While some homes retain their rustic charm, others have transitioned to modern apartments or concrete structures, blending traditional aesthetics with contemporary needs. Now I am entering the market area of this fishing village, Kardanda. You can see various fruits and vegetables and all sorts of things here. This marketplace, located within the heart of this fishing village, is a lively and culturally rich space that reflects the sense of the Koli community. It's known for its bustling activity and vibrant atmosphere. The market serves as a focal point for trade, social interaction, and daily life. Now I'm going to show you the narrow alleys, interesting narrow alleys of this fishing village. These alleys are more than just pathways. They are vivid reflection of the life and struggles of its fishing community. These confined spaces, brimming with activity and culture, encapsulate the resilience, simplicity, and interconnectedness of the people who call this village home. The close-knit nature of these alleys fosters a strong sense of unity, with neighbors supporting each other in times of need and celebration. Festivals, rituals, and daily interactions are unfolded in these vibrant corridors, where space is limited but the spirit is abundant. However, these narrow alleys also bring challenges. Overcrowding is a significant issue, with families living in compact homes that offer little privacy or ventilation. The lack of proper drainage and sanitation systems often leads to hygiene problems, especially during monsoons when flooding can disrupt daily life. Access to basic amenities like clean water and medical services often hindered by the maze-like structure of the village. And despite these hardships, the fishing community of Kardanda thrives on its resilience and deep-rooted traditions. The narrow alleys, though challenging, symbolize the ability to adapt, survive, and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. They stand as a testament to the strength of human spirit even in the face of adversity. Oh my god, there are hundreds of boats here. All these are fishing boats, and now entering the wharf area of this Kardanda. Oh my god, all these are fishing boats. Hundreds of fishing boats here. Wow, you can see hundreds of bucks of fish here. So many varieties of fish here. Packing and ready to send to the marketplace. It is a fresh catch, I think. Okay, now let's go to the other end of this jetty or wharf. Wharf or jetty, I'm not sure. This is jetty, I think. This jetty is a picturesque spot that captures the sense of city's coastal heritage. This dock is primarily a fishing dock where vibrant fishing boats are anchored and the air is filled with the salty tang of the ocean. Fisherfolk can be seen unloading their daily catch, mending nets, or preparing their boats for the next venture into the sea. The bustling activity provides a livelihood for many and sustains the local seafood markets, making it an essential part of Mumbai's economy. And this jetty is also, of course, a peaceful retreat for visitors seeking a break from the city's fast pace. Early mornings and evenings are particularly serene with stunning views of the sunrise or sunset over the horizon. The rhythmic sound of waves and the sight of seagulls and various other birds like eagles gliding overhead create a calming atmosphere. Wow, you can see the sunset now, dear friends. After a long gap, I'm seeing sunset now. And now the time is 5:30 p.m. During winter days are much shorter. And first, this Khar Danda is one of Mumbai's oldest settlements with rich history rooted in the heritage of the Koli community, the oldest inhabitants of the city. Khar means salt, namak. Khar means salt in the local language, in local parlance, hinting at the region's coastal origin, while Danda means stick in Hindi. In Hindi, Danda means stick, but in local language, local parlance, Danda means narrow strip of land, signifying its geography, probably. That is Khar Danda. That was right now I am in Carter Road, C-I-R-T-E-R, Carter Road, walking along this Carter Road promenade. One another beautiful, popular and upmarket localities in Bandra. Yes, Carter Road is in Bandra. Why I am here? Because I am here because this Khar Danda is very close to Carter Road promenade. That's why I am here. And I just want to hang around a little bit. This is very beautiful. After sunset, this area is so beautiful. And after sunset, so I just want to hang around a little bit. Since I just wanted to hang around here 5 minutes before heading to one another popular location in Bandra that we missed last time. Bandra Linking Road. Yes. This Bandra Linking Road is around 3 to 4 kilometers approximately. I'm not sure. I think 3 to 3.5 kilometers approximately from Carter Road. So I'm going to take a bus from here. And 3 kilometers is not a long distance. But since I had a long day today, I'm really exhausted. I started early morning around 7 p.m. And now it's close to 7, yes, almost 12, more than 12 hours now. So I'm going to take a bus from here. Okay. Yeah, I got a rickshaw from here at Carter Road and the share rickshaw, 20 rupees to Bandra. Station. First of all, we made to Linking Road, Bandra, one of the city's most iconic marketplaces, shopping destinations, known for its blend of high street fashion and bustling street markets. Yes, and this place is considered a shopper's paradise, attracting people from all walks of life. So I'll show you a little bit of Linking Road. Okay, this is a one-stop shop destination for everything you require, whether it is jewelry, clothes, or accessories, dress, whatever you want, everything under the sun, you'll get here. Whether you want high-end brands or you want to indulge in street shopping, everything is possible here. That is Linking Road. You can see the amazing crowd here right now. Linking Road in Bandra is a microcosm of Mumbai's vibrant energy, and its evening crowd is nothing short of spectacular. As the sun dips below the horizon, the market comes alive with a kaleidoscope of colors, sounds and activities. The air is filled with the hum of eager shoppers, the persuasive calls of street vendors, and the occasional honk of passing vehicles. The road in the evening is so congested. You can see the vehicles, traffic jam here. At first, the crowd here is fascinating mix of people from all walks of life. College students hunt for trendy outfits, young professionals seek bargains, and the tourists marvel at the array of accessories, footwear, and clothes displayed on the roadside stalls. That's all for today. I'm signing off. The nearest station is, of course, Bandra. So heading straight to Bandra railway station. Now, I'll see you next week, next Friday, 5:45 p.m. Till then, goodbye. Thank you so much for support. And do subscribe, share, and like my videos. Don't forget. Now, I finally made to the Bandra railway station. And I want to tell you that your comments are highly appreciated. please write your comments in the comment box. Okay, and that way I get to know your likes and dislikes. And if you like the video, please comment me in the comment box whether if you like or dislike. Anyway, okay, bye bye.